book that is written today can correct the scientific errors of any book in the past that got it wrong. The Quran was written after the Bible.
The Quran was written 1,400 years ago.
After the Bible. So since it was written
600 years after the Bible. Yeah.
Right. So if it was written after the Bible, it's very easy for it to correct scientific errors that were discovered by science after the Bible was written. So obviously.
So you think it's that easy, huh? It's just that easy. It's just I can do it, no problem, right?
Yeah. Yes. Like I could write a book right now and correct the scientific errors in the Quran.
Can you show that to me? No, can you show me some book like what you're talking about? Can you give me an example?
Yes, I could write a book right now to correct all the scientific errors in the Quran. Like the Earth was created before the stars. We can prove that wrong. Every scientific book. Geocentrism, false.
Yeah.
The 7 pillars of the Earth, false. Moon is split in 2, false. Moon doesn't generate light. Meteors are star shots and devils. Like, nope, not the case. The sky is a tent or dome. Nope, sky is a guarded canopy. Nope. I could correct all of these factual errors in the Quran today in a book. Okay, anybody could. So the fact that you can write a book.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
The topic of is the Quran contradict modern science? I love this topic, but I can only deal with one so-called.
Right. I don't want to debate these. That's not the point. The point is that
there are no scientific errors in the Quran. That has been proven, by the way.
You can have that opinion, but all the scientists disagree with you. So all of the scientists think there are tons and tons of. Every one of them. The consensus is that I just got this off of a list of academic peer-reviewed papers of errors in the Quran. So this is just a big list. So
what paper are you talking about?
Like mountains prevent earthquakes doesn't happen. Permanent barrier between fresh and saltwater doesn't happen. So
slow down. We can do one.
Nadir, I don't want to debate these. I don't care about your opinion about the Quran not having mistakes.
If you're going to
wait. I'm trying to make a point here. So my point is the Quran has tons of scientific mistakes. You don't have to accept that. I don't need you to accept that. But your argument is that the Quran corrected mistakes in the Bible. That's really, really easy. You can correct mistakes in old books if you have new data. Anyone can do that. I can pick any book that was written 1,400 years ago, find the errors, write a new book to correct the errors.
And this was one of the reasons why after I deconstructed from Christianity, I then studied Islam for maybe 6 to 8 months. And when I was studying it, one of the things I realized is that the cosmology within the Quran was just as messed up as the cosmology in the Bible. Because in the year 600, when the Quran was supposedly given to Muhammad by the angel Gabriel, and then Muhammad had people he dictated it to scribes, there are statements in there that talks about the moon being split in 2, that mountains are created from earthquakes. I want you to think about that. We know today mountains are created from tectonic plates coming together or from volcanic eruptions. We know that earthquakes do not create mountains. We know the moon is not split in 2. We know that stars, when you see a falling star, what we call a falling star, we know that it is not an actual star that is falling. We know that it is either space junk or it is a meteorite. In their time frame, it would have just simply been meteorites and comets. It would not have been space junk, but it damn sure wasn't a star that was falling. We know that there's no dome over the earth that is holding up a big ass ocean, so when you see blue sky, that is not water that's being held up in the heavens so that your God can open portals of water and cause rain. We know how rain actually happens. We know the weather pattern that creates rain. We know what creates droughts. We know that droughts are not punishments by any deity to make sure, because the people aren't worshiping them correctly. We know wars are not won or lost based on a person's devotion to this God that is won by people and technology and plans. That's what wins wars. So when you see that the Quran tries to correct the Bible, it is easy to now write a Bible to correct. You can write a spiritual book now that would correct the scientific errors within the Bible because we know more. But for the things that we do not know, and you apply a God to it, then 100 years from now, 500 years, 1,000 years from now, when the information to which we don't know now is then known, that person can then write a book to correct the scientific ignorance that we have today. So when you look at both of these books, they both talk about, in Job is talking about the pillars of the earth. When God says, who formed the pillars of the earth? And in the Quran, they believe in pillars of the earth. In the one of the ancient Chinese religions, they talk about the pillars that hold up the sky. We know that there are no pillars that are holding up the earth and pillars that are holding up the sky. So we know that scientifically these books are incorrect as all get out. And if the book is incorrect about science, then is it possible that the books are incorrect about the creation of man, incorrect about divinity, incorrect about angels and demons, and so many other things that people are betting their life on, heavens and hell, that all of those things are possibly incorrect and just the creations of man based on their knowledge of the cosmos at that time frame. So yeah, the Quran can be corrected, the Bible can be corrected, because scientifically neither of them can withstand the scientific knowledge that we have today. But what do you guys think? Comment, share, subscribe, and like the video. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.